EGM Network.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio on The Patriot.
Yeah, The Patriot.
On The Patriot. So anyway, guys, I got one more story for you. It has to do with the hurricanes, and we might be getting another one next week, they're saying. Florida hurricane results in over 17,000 flood-damaged cars filling the auction lots. So
you got to be careful.
You got to be careful. So far, over 17,000 vehicles are reported to be sitting in lots in the Sunshine State. And as a result of the back-to-back hurricanes that hit the United States in late September and early October, the YouTube video recently shared by brothers Ivan and Mike Niko, is Niko if you want to look them up, Ivan and Mike Niko, takes us to a few Florida auction lots searching for cars that might be suitable for rebuilding. Both brothers are known for their expertise in rebuilding salvage vehicles. So a tour of the sites in Jacksonville, Orlando, Clewiston, and Largo in search of salvageable flood cars makes perfect sense. So these guys, it might be kind of interesting to watch that on YouTube.
Yeah.
But according to a recent report, insurance claims for the damage from Hurricane Helene and Milton in Florida, it's now $4.75 billion. And in the past week, insurance claims filed seeking help to recover from Hurricane Helene and Milton rose to $169 million in Florida only. So in mid-October, risk modeling by Moody's, a financial service conglomerate, estimated there would be around $20 billion to $34 billion in damages combined between the two storms. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, $34 billion.
Yep. And if you're a Trump supporter,
yeah,
you got to make sure you call FEMA because they jumped over your house.
Yeah, they were skipping homes, but that's over. That's already over. Trust me.
I hope so.
You know, they fired that woman that was doing it, but turns out they had her in North Carolina, and they were doing it there too.
Yep.
She was only doing what she was told.
Exactly.
She really shouldn't have been fired. They should go higher up and find out who wrote those memos to skip the Trump homes.
Yep.
You know?
Well, the lady said that a lot of the homes had trespassers will be shot.
Right. Yeah.
So they right away they thought, oh, you know, go knock on their door, they're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But people needed the help. Yeah. There's some nice cars up there.
The super Escalade right there, 1,000 horse.
Yeah.
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 The biggest problem is you don't know how bad it is.
You don't know how far it's sunk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, you can find water damage in the car. But I'll tell you what, all the cars that came to our shop,
yeah,
they opened the doors, they felt the carpet. If the carpet was damp, done.
Oh, totally.
Really?
Yeah, we had a couple cars, they drove in, they're like, my car got wet.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If like we had a car with a sunroof got cracked, it leaked a little bit of water. It didn't even fill up the cup holders, and they total loss.
Wow.
We had a lady driving Mercedes-Benz in, total loss.
Wow.
Damn.
They weren't messing with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not.
And you know what it is? And it's
Katrina and all that.
You know, look at these cars. I mean, there's this, and guys are having such problem with parts. You can't even get the parts half the time.
There's a car.
Wow, what a shame. Look at that old, there's an old Bel Air there. Is that? No, that's
it's a
Dodge. Dodge.
Looks like Tim Bishop's car, but see, something like that you could fix because you could buy a wiring harness for it. You can go through the motor and train.
Yeah, that's a good candidate. That old Belvedere.
You got to just.
Is that a Belvedere?
It didn't look. I don't know what that. I couldn't tell what.
Yeah, I think it is.
I got to look at the front end there.
I might have to do some researching.
I don't think that's a Belvedere.
No, I don't. I think it's bigger. That's bigger than a Belvedere.
Yeah.
Find some good cars.
It's like the same kind of car Tim Bishop's got.
Right. Oh, it's got that's a Newport. Ain't that a Chrysler?
Yeah,
red, white, and blue on the side.
Definitely a Chrysler.
Yeah, Newport menthol.
And I keep getting messages on through Facebook. The guys want to know where I'm getting my parts from.
Oh yeah,
especially for the Nova.
Yeah,
I got the guy's shirt on here. It's Nova Junkies. All right, it's a guy. He's got 1962 to 67. He's a parts locator guy. So if you need a part, you can go to Nova Junkies. It's a Facebook page, 1962 to 67. The guy's name is Nova G. The guy's a great guy. He gave me a call the other day because there was a guy in Florida looking to get a title. Helped him out how to get his title. because all he had was a bill of sale and he had no idea what to do.
I see.
So we discussed that, I think, last week about getting titles. So
yes.
Yeah, Nova Junkies, great website. If you need a part for any of the old Novas, send them a message. They'll get it right. They'll get right on it, and you'll be able to get any part
That's
you want.
incredible.
Yeah, they're great guys out there. So,
where are they?
He was in California. I think now he's living in Kentucky.
Okay.
But he's just a locator guy. So if you need, he's got a lot of connections. If you need parts for anything like that, go to Nova Junkies. This is their little shirt.
Okay.
Great job that they do.
Okay.
I talked about them before, but I keep getting messages. Guys looking for tailgates. Guys are looking for the emblems on the back of the trunk emblem on the back. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Because tailgates are tough to find. You can't find a good tailgate.
Yeah.
For a wagon. So that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
What else you got going? Yeah. What else you got going?
Nova Junkie.
Nova Junkies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check out our shorts on YouTube if you haven't already. We've got a bunch of shorts up there. Yep. And they're not Todd's shorts either. They're real shorts. They're short videos. But they're called shorts. And go to the Evergreen Media Network on YouTube page and look under shorts, and you'll see a lot of our informative blurbs.
There's usually a big picture of one of our heads in the.
That's how you know it's us.
It's off, right?
It makes you cringe and lose your appetite. So
here's the worst picture at the moment we can get.
Right, and they always get you while you're talking, you know. So they freeze it, and your mouth is open. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? What do you got in history?
Yeah, we got this weekend on our history. November 12th, 1908, Oldsmobile became the second company to join General Motors when Oldsmobile Works is sold to GM. So there you go. November 12th, 1908. Now it's Oldsmobile. Who would ever believe Oldsmobile in the 70s? I never would have believed Oldsmobile would fold. Would be shut down. I never would have believed it.
Yeah. Well, the Pontiac, too, and all the other cars.
Well, Pontiac was ordered by the Obama White House, believe it or not.
But Buick was gone, I think, for a little bit, and they came back.
Yeah, well, Buick sells well in China, so that's why Buick never went.
Okay.
Yeah. So they said, you got to get rid of these Hummers. You got to get rid of these one division. So they chose Pontiac.
Right.
Saturn. And they said they get rid of Saturn. Yeah. Saturn, and I think there's one more.
And you see that new electric Hummer?
Yeah.
$150,000 for this
No
thing?
thanks.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, imagine how much that thing weighs.
You got to buy your own Spirit Jack tools and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Unreal.
You got to get a charger. It's nuts.
All right, November 17th, 1998, Daimler Chrysler is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. For the first time, the newly created company is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Well, I don't know why that repeated, but this is when Daimler bought Chrysler. Daimler aren't they Mercedes?
Yeah.
Mercedes or Fiat?
The Mercedes and Fiat.
Fiat?
No, Fiat came in after.
Oh, okay.
Daimler just kind of like picked their bones clean and then sold them off to Fiat.
Right.
But Fiat kind of revived them, so that's good for Fiat. Thank you. November 18th, 1960. I hope I'm right about that, by the way, because Billy DeArton will kill me if I get that right.
And he already don't like it, so it's a big...
He's already going to say hello again. Here we go.
Hello, Billy. So November 18th, 1960, DeSoto is to be discontinued. Chrysler Corporation announces that it will drop the DeSoto nameplate from its lineup. That was November 18th, 1960. Wow.
I don't know too much about DeSoto.
I don't either.
All I really know is that in Happy Days,
I always remember they were big, heavy, clunky, big, heavy cars.
Todd, how were they? Were they good cars, DeSotos?
Yeah.
Weren't bad? They were just big?
I mean, they were before my time, but I've worked on them before.
Yeah.
They always seemed to be a pretty nice car.
Yeah.
When I was at Hicks, we had a customer that had like 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
He liked to let them sit so long that all the brakes would lock up.
Is that the what?
The brakes would lock up. You're dragging it across the yard, tearing up the grass.
I'm trying to remember what year that DeSoto, I think it was a 56 that we worked on. They had the, was it Starfire Hemi or something in it? And it was purple.
Oh, yeah.
We worked on one at the shop.
Like didn't some of the Studebakers have like little Hemis in them too? Did a Studebaker have a Hemi? Like what's that? What's that?
The Studebaker did.
What's that 2-door? What's that 2-door Studebaker that's supposed to be?
The Avante?
No, it was an older one. I can't remember the it was like a sport coupe kind of thing. It looked almost like an old Mercedes.
It's kind of
I forget Studebaker.
Some people love them things. They're just on that high scale of ugliness in my book.
If someone's looking for an Avanti, let me know. I have a customer that's going to sell one. We just did a bunch of work on it.
There you go.
It's a supercharged 63 Avanti that was restored not too long ago.
Wow.
Clean car, nice car, runs, drives it like it should.
Ah,
Very well kept.
Call Steve over at Treasure Coast Auto.
That's right.
You want an Avanti.
For your friendly Avanti need.
Because what they have Chevy engines in them, right?
This one has I think it's the 289 supercharged.
Oh.
Really? Wow. Okay. So that's it for history.
We're out of history.
We're out of history. I'm going to just start doing American cars. And, I have a whole list every single day of the year for history, automotive history. But a lot of it's like this F1 driver was born on this day in 1935, or this, or this French company decided to build this ugly Peugeot car. I'm not going to do those anymore. I'm just going to do American. We're classic car radio. We're American car focused.
Not going to do any sob stories.
No sob stories.
Or Peugeot.
Yeah.
Oh, that Citroen. That's the
what
one.
Ugly car.
That's the ugliest car I've ever seen.
It looks like a cockroach.
I don't get it. There's a guy here in Vero that loves them.
Right? Yeah, I've seen.
Put a bigger bag over your head, bro.
Ain't up in the trunk.
It's just crazy.
Yeah,
guys like that. Guys like what they like. I guess. Like the
I'd rather walk.
The guys that have the Acetas in Vero too. There's a bunch of them.
Right, the Acetas. By BMW, right?
Yep.
And but we have our own too. We have these guys around here like have AMC Pacers and stuff. I don't
mind the AMC Pacers.
I like the Pacers.
They're pretty cool.
This is coming from the guy who likes the Yugos.
Yeah, that's me. I like. I want to see a Yugo at a car show.
Why?
I want to see one. I want to see a Yugo. I've been talking about Yugos for 11 years, and it used to be a joke on the show all the time. Like Dick Arbertel would say, "Yeah, I went to that show, and was there a Yugo there? No. All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't go then." It would be the running joke all the time.
Yeah.
And, nice. we would do this whole Yugo thing all the time. It was fun. But I think we wore it out. So, yeah.
Well, I just want to Phil sent me the AAC schedule for the local cruises.
Okay.
Let me just go through it. I mean, I know we're over, but we'll
go ahead. We just
the third Monday of every month. So the next one is October 21st. The TA truck stop right up here on. November
1st too.
The third Monday of the month. Sorry about that.
All right. The
third Monday of the month is the TA truck stop.
Okay.
The first Tuesday is the Vero Vintage Volkswagen monthly meeting from 5 to 8 at the Walking Tree Brewery.
Right.
That's here in Vero Beach.
Right.
All right. The second and fourth Wednesday is Five Guys Up in Sebastian.
Yeah.
Guys have been going up there. Not too many guys have been turning out yet, but it's kind of catching on a little bit.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is it's getting dark at 6 o'clock. So guys don't, a lot of these guys don't, they're older and they don't want to drive at night.
Right, that's true.
Right. The third Wednesday, there's a rotating lunch cruise in Vero Beach or Sebastian. If you guys want to have it, call up Bob Kaufman at 772-664-7091. He's trying to do a rotating lunch cruise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just from guys in Vero and then Sebastian. They'll pick a spot and they'll go, they'll drive to it, have lunch, and then...
You must be up in Barefoot Bay, because all my customers with 664 numbers are all in Barefoot Bay.
I think they're going to Captain Hiram's. They talked about it at the meeting last night.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
And I think they actually we had one at Earl's years ago, and it was actually a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, the second and fourth Saturday is breakfast at CJ and Cannon's at 8 a.m. That's right over here at the Vero Beach Airport.
So that would be this Saturday, possibly?
Is it the second Saturday? Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
And that's the Indian River region of the AACA. And then every Saturday night is the cruise to McDonald's in Vero Beach, US 1 and Oslo Road. And that starts at 5:30.
That's Billy Diarden.
That's our buddy Billy Diarden.
That's Billy.
My best friend, Billy Diarden.
Billy, skip on Diarden.
And then the third Saturday, which is coming up this Saturday, the Dunkin' Donuts Beachside, 1220 North A1A in Atlantic. And there's usually 300 cars there.
Right.
All right, so we got to go on break.
Off season, it's like 150, 200. Okay.
I gave you enough time that.
All right.
We got plenty of time for the next segment.
All right. Be quiet now.
That's it.
God,
I'm not talking anymore.
You Italians, man.
Watch our shorts on YouTube. They're doing really good.
They're flying off like mad.
Yeah. All right, we're way over. We're going to go on a break. We'll be right back for a little bit of tech talk.
If you dream of creating a home that embodies sophisticated island living, visit Sunshine Furniture during our Tommy Bahama Home for the Holiday sale. Bedroom, living and dining room, home office, media, and occasional pieces, Tommy Bahama Furniture is distinctive and unique, yet inviting and comfortable, and is all on sale now. We're also having a huge Black Friday closeout sale on patio furniture, indoor sofas, chairs, occasional tables, and dining sets from Berlin Garden, Windward, Telescope, Lloyd Flanders, Four Seasons, Capri, Universal, and more. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price, and don't forget to visit our outlet and sales center across the street. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and hurry in today for our Black Friday savings.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Fifth graders across Indian River County are designing unique license plates for the Kids Tag Art program, designed to raise money for art supplies in our schools. Kids Tag Art encourages student creativity and educates about Florida's worthy causes. You can support Kids Tag Art by shopping at Dillard's on November 16th. Dillard's is donating 10% of all purchases made on November 16th to Kids Tag Art. Support our aspiring artists while you shop for the holidays. Be sure to come to Dillard's and shop for the arts on November 16th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Kids Tag Art is a 501c3 program by the tax collector of Indian River County.
When the check engine light comes on, turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Time for an oil change? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Brake work, alignments, maintenance, and more? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Your certified service center specializing in alignments, repairs, oil changes, radiators, brakes, even auto electric repair. Just east of US 1 at 1212 23rd Street, Vero Beach. Turn to the local mechanics you can trust. Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio on Vero Beach. Glenn from Vieira, we're going to go jump right into Tech Talk.
Oh, you're jumping right in.
If you have a question, because we're short on time, I want to get these guys answered.
Yeah, and you guys
American Car Classics at gmail.com.
Yeah,
Send your questions. Excuse me?
Yeah, we're good.
Excuse me?
That's right.
American
If you have
Car Classics at gmail.com if you got a question.
No, it's Car Classics.
Thank you. American Car. But this is the old address
the email.
we still use, the email address.
Email address.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I refuse to relinquish it to someone.
Or you could go to
You're mean.
Yeah.
You can even go to the Facebook page and ask a question.
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, we've got the Facebook page, Classic Car Radio. Classic Car Radio on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Glenn from Vieira says, see, that proves the people listening way up there.
Way up there.
I know you guys have discussed this before, but here goes. I have an original to the car, 318 in my 72 Dart Swinger. I'm weighing all small block options. Either keep the 318 and send it to a performance machine shop, or find a 340. I'm in the works with a guy who's selling a 340, but I'm torn between that or just rebuilding the car's 318. Would rebuilding the original 318 keep more value for the car?
It's a Dart Swinger.
It's a Dart Swinger.
How much value are you going to get out of it?
Right.
Yeah.
Put the 340 in.
Go with the 340 and have
That's
some
what I was
fun.
thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, people are going to, it'll turn heads when you get a 340.
Yeah,
Take that 318, stick it in the back.
Yeah, and if you could find a 340, but he said he could find one, but otherwise you get a 360.
You know where you can get a 340?
Where?
Online at Walmart.
Oh, yeah?
Today I saw a bunch of 396s.
At Walmart?
The Walmart website, they were showing 396 engine, just the block with.
Right.
I mean, it has everything on it. The carb, the intake, and it doesn't have headers or anything, but it's got no exhaust on it. But
so Walmart sells engines.
Yeah, you can find the 318 on there. 340. I'm sorry.
Wow.
At Walmart.
It's like everything else. Just because they say they have it doesn't mean they do.
That's right.
They're expensive.
I can't tell you how many times I ordered something and be like, hey, I got 16 in stock. You go to order it. It's not there.
Right.
Going back order.
Yeah. I'm tired. Listen, I'm tired of dealing with parts people over the phone.
Yeah.
You called, we got it. We'll ship it to you in 3 days. It's been 6
30
months.
days later,
Still ain't got my parts.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you can't get
money.
Yeah, you can't get new anymore. You got to get used parts from everybody.
Right, yeah.
All right, what's the next one you got?
Okay, the next one is another question from Mopar. Glenn, again, from Vieira. I wonder if it's the same guy.
Probably the same guy.
Oh, it is the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay, were 340 and 360 exhaust manifolds the same for all body lines, A, B, C, and E? Is there much difference between the 340 and the 360 manifolds? Yes. Yes, there are, Glenn.
I don't know anything about
the
it.
68 to 70, 340 A and E bodies type is what most people want. By the time the 340 was in use in B bodies, 1971, they had changed manifolds. 360 manifold styles were different based on the A, B, or C. Listen to this, but the 68 through 69, 340 is one style and is of the highest quality. So that's a good one. If you got a
68 or 69.
68 or 69 340, it's the highest quality. It's a really good header. But the 1970 looks the same, has the same number, but it's much cheaper looking. And the 71 through 73 is a totally different animal as well. The 71 through 73 340 manifolds will fit the A and B body, but resemble the 318.
That's why listen, that's why they're no longer in business.
Right, that's right. There's so much difference.
I was never much into Chryslers. I always like to make it home.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And finally, let's hit this one because we're almost out of time. Eddie, also from Vieira. What's all these people in Vieira?
I don't know. What's going
my
on?
69 Firebird tends to run hot when it's standstill or stopped. Stop and go traffic runs about 200 to 210 degrees. Once they get it moving again, it drops down to about 190 or less. Is this a thermostat issue? I have a heavy duty radiator and electric fans for it, but I'm not much of a mechanic. I'd like to know a direction to try. Well, when you got a Firebird, if you have a Firebird 400, the pump, the water pump is just horrible. The impeller.
Oh, it's a Pontiac.
The impellers are inadequate.
Hot. They all run hot.
Yeah. Yep.
Water pump, radiator, fans.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is make sure your fans have no CFM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have to, get some aluminum heads. That might cool it down a little bit.
That's one big thing. Everybody, I got this huge radiator, but your fans don't have enough CFM. They ain't pulling enough air through that.
Right. Right.
Well, they put the electric fans in the wrong spot.
Yeah, or they wire them backwards.
Yeah.
They blow it so suck.
You're right. Yeah.
My 72 GTO did the exact same thing. It was a 400.
Right.
And I took out believe it or not, a two row, put in a 3-row, and I put 2 electric fans blowing in from the front.
Right.
I didn't have enough clearance. I wanted to keep the regular fan inside the car.
Yeah.
So I put the 2 electric, and I had a switch, and I would only switch them on in traffic, stop and go traffic, or if I was sitting somewhere. Yeah. I would just switch those fans on, and I would keep it under 200. But they all run hot. All those Pontiac 400s especially. 350 not as much, but the 400 is pretty bad.
Yeah, the AMCs run hot. Dodges run hot. Chevy, I haven't had any problem with the Chevy. Big block Chevys. I've never had one. My Chevelle would never heat up. 160 degrees constantly.
So Eddie, it's not a thermostat issue. It's
an engine issue.
It's an engine issue. I really think it's the pump, the water pump. The impeller is horrid. You can buy replacement pumps that fit, and they have a much better impeller, bigger fins, and moves the water faster.
And believe it or not, in the AMX, I put some water wetter in it and actually saved a lot.
Right, yeah.
That helped a lot. It actually cooled the water down.
It's called wet water or something?
Water wetter.
Okay.
Yeah. I talk like Elmer Fudd when you talk like
water wetter.
Gotta get some water
If you're in Massachusetts, it's worse. Water wetter. All right. Thanks very much for listening to us or watching us on YouTube or other places, Facebook, etc. And as I mentioned, we're on the Patriot Radio 107.9 FM every Saturday, 2 o'clock, and Sunday, 2 o'clock. So thank you for listening, and we are out of here.
Peace.
And if you can't see the show, like I said, I'll post it on Classic Car Radio Facebook and also the Sebastian Muscle Car Facebook page.
Okay.
That'll be in later on.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Mike. We are out of here again.
We're out of here.
All right.
See ya.